this does not come off at all. Yeah. So we're quite pleased with that. That took some time in doing. Once we got to that stage, the armature is then, or the coils are then bent to its relevant shape. There is X number of coils within the armature, depending on which particular model we're making. Once it has got to that state, then we have to insert the relevant pieces of iron. There is approximately 1,000 pieces of iron in each armature. To give us a bit of extra protection, although it's got very good insulation here, we also wrap an extra piece of Nomex insulation around the iron. So it's just like dot the I's, cross the T's. So we're trying to make sure that we give as much protection as we possibly can. Once that is all done, we then put the clips around the periphery and then crimp it. All the connections are at the outside, which is the coolest point. At that stage, it's then ready for being hubbed up, trued up, hubbed, soldered and potted. And then you end up with this. Now it started out in two shapes, so you can see that is the commutator. It was like that on both sides. That's the back of the armature. Turn it round, we then machine the insulation off the front of the motor to create the commutator. No connections where the commutator face is, which is like, not like on a conventional electric motor. Again, all connections around the periphery, coolest point. Once that is done, we're then ready to put the armature into the casting itself. For the casting, we have two halves. We have a drive casting which holds the bearing, and we have the com casting which has the brush holder. Com casting has the bearing and shaft fitted. This is a double angular contact bearing, so in effect it is two bearings within one housing. The shaft is not an integral part of the armature, so we can fit any shaft that is required, within reason. We can make whatever is required for your application. That then is fitted to the drive casting. The armature is then fitted to the shaft. The com casting is then lowered with a special jig onto the drive casting. There is no nuts and bolts that hold this motor together whatsoever. It's purely the strength of the magnets. Tooling has to be used when you're putting this together or taking it apart. The magnets in here are exceedingly powerful, and we wouldn't recommend anybody trying to take it apart without the right information.